Nobody asked for this. But here I am. About to talk to you anyway. In your summertime, hello, and welcome to my channel. I just wanted to come on here and, speak briefly. I want to speak briefly about what is going on in the world, because the world is going crazy. And me, as first and foremost a black, and then second a woman, I figured I need to touch bases on what is going on in the world today. For those of you that don't know, I am currently living in Atlanta. So yes, all the protests, all the looting and all that stuff is going on. Yes, I am witnessing it. Yes, I am seeing it. No, I'm not a part of it. But basically, I just want to come on here and talk about, what's going on. And I have a voice. Today is the day. Every day is a day. Yesterday was a day that our voice was supposed to be heard. So guess what? I'm going to talk and I'm going to say what I got to say. And I hope that's cool with you guys. First and foremost, I do want to talk about the riots. Briefly, not too much, but I have once upon a time, participated in a protest. If you're not in the state of Georgia, you might not know, but if you are currently residing in Georgia, in Atlanta, in somewhere near the South, you may remember 2016 there was a lynching at Piedmont Park. I don't remember the young gentleman's name. You know what? Let me go find it, because this is another person whose name we need to mention. If we're gonna protest and we're gonna talk about all the things that's going on in the world, we need to mention every single person who was done wrong, every single person whose life was stripped away from them without even knowing. Like, my man's was lynched in Piedmont Park. If you live in Atlanta, you know that's the heart of Atlanta. What? You gonna lynch a nigga in a park so where everybody can see them? Let me go look this up. Okay, so it says around 8 a.m. at Shaman Fans, that's the person's Twitter, tweeted, "There's a body hanging in Piedmont Park. They are ruling it as suicide. But after everything that has happened these past 2 days, it can't be." First of all, granted, and because my page is supposed to be about mental health, I'm not just gonna say I don't think anybody, if they are feeling that low, would not go, to do that, God forbid. But at the same time, how many people you really know gonna hang them? First of all, I'm trying so hard not to cuss. How somebody gonna lynch themselves on a tree in a park? When has that ever been heard of regarding suicide? Make it make sense. Let me continue reading. Somebody else tweeted, "The KKK was passing out flyers 30 minutes away in Conyers. We're supposed to believe a hanging at Piedmont Park was a suicide?" Another tweet, "A black man was found hanging from a tree in Piedmont Park, but it was ruled as a suicide, no media coverage." Now, I'm reading these tweets and I'm reading this because this happened in 2016. The year I graduated high school, right? There was a protest about it. Let me go show it for you guys, because I participated in this protest. I was there. I wanted my voice to be heard 4 years ago. Let me go show you guys. I was gonna probably upload it in this video, but I'm not that high tech yet. I don't really know how to do that. So I'm just gonna show it to you guys on my other phone. If that's cool with you? Bet. Okay. Here I found it. Let me see. Can you guys see that? Okay, so this is the picture from the day. It said, "It's time for change. It's way overdue." When Friday, July 8, 2016, where Centennial Park, Civil Rights Center next to Georgia Aquarium from 4 to 8 p.m. We need everyone to please come out and support, not just people of color either. Bring signs, water, wear comfortable shoes. Basically, this was the post that was going around when this lynching happened, and this was what we was going to protest. I have pictures of myself. Can you see that? Probably not. Let me I'm trying to turn this light off. Oh. You see? Oh, can't see that too good. More. I made some friends that day. Dang, I wish it was clear. But these are basically just pictures of the protest. You know, pictures from 2016. I was just turning 18, just graduating high school, went out to go protest. You want to know why? Because they was still killing us. And here we are in 2020, and look at them, still killing us. So, as for the rioters and the protesters, all I have to say is, do what you think it's best to get your voice heard. Because obviously, I'm not even gonna say obviously, but as of right now, peaceful protesting is not what's gonna do it. Because we went out there and we was peaceful protesting. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you what messed up that day when we was peaceful protesting. It said from 4 to 8. We was out there before 4 and we left way after 8 p.m. We was out there for a really long time. But you know, we was making our voice heard. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's the same day that T.I. came out there. So if anybody watching this video remembers what I'm talking about, go find that clip. You know, go comment, go link it, because I know y'all remember what I'm talking about. But on this same day, what caused the peaceful protest to turn non-peaceful was this white, don't say it, this white man, you know, wanted to go ahead and he wanted to help us get on the interstate because that's where we wanted to go. You know, we tired of marching around downtown. We like, you know, we gonna hit them where it hurts. We gonna block traffic. We gonna stop traffic. We gonna hit these niggas on the interstate, on the highway, let them know we want our voices to be heard. Why this white man gonna jump on top of the police car because the police got us blocked off? Nobody black, nobody of color was trying to do anything violent. And that's the thing about these protests right now, these riots right now. It's not us that's starting the looting and the burning and all that other stuff. Now, yes, we are going back and following. Granted, I'm not going to tell you to stop. I'm not going to tell you to go do it. Do what you want to do. I'm not doing it. But at the same time, I understand why. If y'all wanted to go burn down the entire country, why you would want to go burn down the entire country. We're mad. We're angry. We have every right to be upset. This has been going on for continuous years. I'm trying to hope that my children ain't gotta go through this, because I've been going through this, my mom done went through this, her mom, so on. You know, it's like endless generations. But at the same time, guess who's really starting these looters? Guess who's really throwing bottles in? Hey, then my dad said that was in Minneapolis? What? Jeremy was like, that was in Minneapolis when they first started, and it was a police, undercover police that was yeah, I think so. Exactly. You see, so that's what started. Then guess what? How many people know that it was an undercover police that was actually starting and breaking into, you know, these stores and starting these fires? We're just going back and following them because we're upset. And like I said, we have every right to be upset. I'm back. So, as I was saying, I'm not gonna say I'm against these rioters and these protests, because I'm not. You know, you got to do whatever you need to do to get our voice heard. I need to do whatever I need to do to get my voice heard. So, you know, however you feel what you need to do. Did I say that right? I don't know. I think I sound stupid right now. Okay, anyway, let's move on. Also, about the looters and stuff like that, I also have to realize, you guys, you have to remember, we're in a pandemic. You can't really tell anybody not to go break into these people's stores and stuff like that. They have nothing to lose. It's not like during this pandemic, niggas is really trying to help us. Okay, yeah, they dropped a little stimulus check for 112, and guess what? Opened the outside right back so you can go spend it. They're not trying to help us. Like I said, I'm not telling you to go destroy these people's stuff, because that ain't none of my business. I'm not gonna go do it. But if that's where your heart is at, if that's what you think is gonna make yourself feel better, because guess what? We did all this shit for them anyway. Come on now. Y'all took us. We're not even gonna get into that. Anyway, now I was gonna talk about coronavirus, because it's getting real. I seen on the news today how they was like, trying to keep updates on it and stuff like that, and everybody's still wearing their mask. But I literally see them on TV like was some political people. I don't know who they were. I know one of them was the governor, the other person was a doctor. But why, out of like a good 8-9 people on national television, only one person got on the mask? One person got on the mask. Ain't this airborne? Ain't this contagious? Ain't this the pandemic of the lifetime? Like, it's probably about to wipe us out? They're lying to us. I promise you they are. My coach called me earlier today and gave me some statistics. I don't remember all of them off the top of my head because he was supposed to send them to me, and it's been an hour and he still ain't sent them to me. But I recall he's saying that there's 328 million people in America, right? And so far it's only been like 1.8 million coronavirus cases. In actuality, that's about 5-6%. Out of that 5-6% of corona cases, only about 0 point something people have died this year, right? Since corona has come out, if only like point something, not even a whole 1%, not a whole 1%, like not even a whole 1%. You get what I'm saying? Not even a whole 1% of the United States has been affected by this coronavirus. But they're telling us, it's dangerous. Also, another thing, we've been protesting for 5 days. I'm speaking on Atlanta alone, right? Atlanta alone has been protesting for 5 days. Do you know by day 2, day 3, I seen state troopers, military, like all these people, SWAT teams, like niggas is coming deep to make sure y'all stop protesting. But when coronavirus came out, I ain't see nobody doing that to make sure niggas stayed home. It's not making any sense. Like, Imani, this makes sense to you?
No.
Exactly. It's not making no sense. I just don't understand. Like, all I got to say is do what you have to do. If you're a person of color, if you're black, not if you think you're black, not if you 0.2% black when you trying to get some nigga, not when you're appropriating black behavior. If you're black, if you're dark skinned, if you're light skinned, if you're a person of color, do whatever you think you need to do to get your voice heard. I'm gonna do what I think I need to do to get my voice heard. I'm not gonna go out there and protest, only because like there's no telling what's gonna happen. Literally, like I said, I was watching news earlier. I'm watching news with my dad and my close friend, and you literally see them on the ground, peaceful. They're not doing anything. They got state troopers all lined up. They got people on top of ceilings. How many people how many of those protesters or at least you think know that any moment something goes left, there's probably a sniper right on top of them that's gonna kill them dead. They ain't even gotta think. They don't even have no time to think. How many people actually know that that's what they're doing? Now, granted, that's why I keep bringing up the protest I was in. None of that was happening. None of that was going on. Like, they're more afraid of us than we are of them. But they have the power to really just take us down. And we need to strip that power away from them. Because them state troopers on the news is looking shook. I'm talking about they got more gear than 50% of the people outside, and they are shook standing next to each other. That's probably why they got snipers and whatever the heck they got on top of them ceiling people ready to go. Because they really shook. They not as secure, not as authoritative as we think they are. But they act like it. You feel me? Like, man, I just can't stand humans. Like, we can't do it. But I want our voice to be heard. Like I said, first and foremost, I'm black. Then I'm a woman. Just in that sentence alone, just in them categories alone, I already am not counted. I have a dad. I got brothers. I got sisters. I got uncles. I got cousins. I got nothing. I got males in my family, black males in my family. You think I want what's happening out there to these other black men and women to happen to my family? No, I don't even want that to happen to my brothers and sisters. I ain't even got to know you for you to be my brothers and sisters. We're all family. We're all together. We need to come together, because just as much as protesting and rioting is going to make them notice us, it's still not going to make them hear us. They're going to see us all they want, and they're going to do the same thing they've been doing. Thinking we're chaotic, thinking we're animals, all this unnecessary stuff, thinking we're less than what we are. We need to be heard. We need to know, like, we need them to know what the fuck is going on. But see, that's the thing about us. And that's where black people as a whole lack. What's really gonna hurt them, what's really gonna get them, is we gotta hit them where it hurts. You know what hurts America? When America don't got no money. Why you think when they drop them stimulus checks, they start opening places back up? Come on now. Think. Be smart. Really think about it. Because if they really wanted us to be safe, they would have dropped the stimulus checks, right? Granted, I know don't nobody want to be inside the house. Obviously, I don't, because niggas been outside since Corona started. But if they really wanted us in the house, if they really wanted us to be safe, they would have done and taken every single precaution there is. There's movies about the stuff that they could do. You think they can't do it? Please. Please. Listen, if they really, really wanted us to have been safe during coronavirus, they could have. Like, they doing that now because they scared. They shook. They shaking in their boots. Why you think they bringing out the whole system? They shaking in their boots, man. Trump probably in that office shook than a motherfucker. Like, oh my goodness, look at all these black people coming together. Look at all these black people. Ain't no telling what they gonna do, because they scared of us. They're terrified. Like, y'all think I'm playing, but I'm so serious. They always try to say we're the minority. We're not. Let me drink my water. Yes, this is water. It just got my chlorophyll in it. I'm stressed, you guys. Like, they really out here just doing us wrong and doing us terrible. Like, and it hurts my heart to see that. It hurts to see that they tasing people out the car. Like, not only did you break into the car, you tased them to get them out. My good sis was terrified. Why did you have to do all that? Why you gotta put your neck on somebody's knee when you already have them detained? Why you gotta do that? Why you gotta shoot somebody from the back? Why you gotta do that? You got all this power. You got all this authority, but you're shook. You're the shook one? Psh, fuck you put the badge on for? The solution. This is the solution. And granted, and I have to say this because I understand it's true. But sometimes working with black people is a hassle. And I don't know why we expect so much out of each other. Like, we're supposed to be looking out for each other, not trying to tear each other down. But let me tell you what's going to solve this. Let me tell you what's going to make these motherfuckers listen. Listen to me. Money is the root to all evil. Money is what makes America grow. Money is what makes America great. Not all this other shit. Okay? But guess what? Guess where this money coming from? Mind you, we already paying taxes. If we stopped putting our cents into their economy and start putting it into our own pockets, do you know how really shook they will be? Come on now. We could fight all we want to. We could riot all we want to. We could yell and scream and kick and jump and all we want to. But that's not going to change anything until we start reevaluating our choices. Put your money into your people. I know it's hard. I know it is. I promise you I know it is. I don't even like getting my hair braided by the Africans. You feel me? But like, that's what we need to do. I see this Blackout Tuesday on Instagram, and that's great and all. Like, I'm glad that y'all came together to do that. No, I didn't post no black picture. I'm not going to. I seen it all on my Instagram. I'm glad that y'all did that. That's great. I'm not doing it. But at the same time, you really want to know what's going to hit them? You really want to know. You really want to know what's going to make us not have to blackout on Tuesday was going to make us not have to keep protesting and have to keep looting and burning down countries and cities and states is when we stop putting our money into their economy, when they actually feel it, when it hits their pockets. I'm telling you, that's gonna be the game changer. Like, that right there is gonna be the game changer when they realize we not spending money at your stores. We're not doing that. And I mean, stop giving them their money because they don't care about you. Don't do that. But that's the problem. Like I said, we're not gonna listen. That's the solution. The day that we decide to boycott these actual things, let me tell you something. That's what made the change before we were born. Yes, they protested. Yes, they got out there and they spoke, but they also took charge. All we do is we go out here and we cause commotion and cause chaos. And like I said, I don't want anybody on here to think that I'm against it. You're angry. I'm angry. Do everything you need to do to get your anger out, because this is anger built from years and years. This is generational anger. And trust me, I know everybody feels it. Okay? That shit is true. You're going to feel the pain that our ancestors went through. But at the same time, we're not doing the same thing our ancestors did. Rosa Parks, not only did she say she wasn't getting up from the front seat, they boycotted the bus. Okay? That's how any seat was available for anybody. Okay? That's what we got to do. After all this rioting, because this rioting is not going to last forever. It's not. I'm surprised that it still lasted for 5 days. I'm happy that it still lasted for 5 days. I'm so excited that y'all are so content and determined and persistent about what is going on in the world now. But at the same time, y'all can't just stay stagnant. We got to move up to the top. We can't move up to the top if all y'all gonna do is do the same thing. Like I said, something like this similar happened 4 years ago. It's 2020. Them pictures was from 2016. That happened right after I graduated. I remember. I know. It's 4 years later. What's gonna be different? That's gonna change the outcome this time. That's what I want to know. What's gonna be different? What's gonna change today? What are these riots gonna do that's gonna help for tomorrow? Because we've already been there. We've already done that. We need to do something new. I have a voice, and I want y'all to be heard, and I want to be heard. Goodbye. Thanks for coming to Gaia Lee TV.